President Biden will host congressional leaders from both parties Tuesday as time runs out to raise the nation's debt ceiling. The White House and Democrats want the debt limit raised without conditions. Republicans want an increase tied to spending cuts. The U.S. runs the risk of being unable to pay its bills by June 1st if the debt ceiling is not raised or suspended. At this point, the path to compromise is unclear. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins me, though, to bring some clarity. Scott, is the first step in negotiations basically creating an imaginary wall between lifting the debt ceiling and negotiation over spending cuts so that both sides can kind of pretend they're engaging in negotiations without the White House crossing its line, which is that they don't want to negotiate on anything tied to the debt ceiling?
On everything, John, words matter. In a negotiation, words really matter. And the White House, if they were to call this a negotiation or a deal-making meeting, would be surrendering their premise, which is that you don't negotiate or make deals over the debt ceiling. So it was no surprise to hear the White House press secretary say what she said earlier today. Take a listen.
I wouldn't call it a debt ceiling negotiations. I would call it a conversation between the four leaders and the president. He's going to make clear where he stands on the Congress making sure that they do their job, do their constitutional duty. We'll see what happens.
Let's focus on the things we know, since so little is knowable at this stage, John. We know the time, the location, and the parties that will be part of tomorrow afternoon's 4 p.m. Eastern Time meeting at the White House. What happens next is, I think, even to the players involved, anybody's guess.
So this is a conversation, as they say at the White House, and let's get to negotiations, though. Negotiations are going to happen, whatever they need to do to frame it in a way that allows both sides to participate in those negotiations. So in that world, Scott, what are the biggest substantive hurdles to getting even the beginnings of a possible agreement, which then would, of course, have to be shopped to both sides, which is its own incredibly complicated task? Can you give us a sense of some of the details that will be the sticking ones?
Well, let's start with where they have to start. They may first have to negotiate, John, over time, figuring out a way to give themselves more time without looking like they're buckling. They have 3 weeks to cut some type of deal or arrangement that yields bipartisan votes in this uniquely politically toxic Congress. And the U.S. House and U.S. Senate are only here in Washington together for a handful of days between now and the June 1st deadline. So the first order of business is to sit down and figure out how to expand or widen the calendar. Maybe there's some common ground there, maybe not. But it's hard to calculate, quantify the amount of space between what the White House and Democrats are saying, that they want a clean, unbridled debt ceiling increase, and what Republicans are saying, which is they want a massive change to government spending, potentially trillions of dollars in cuts before agreeing to raise the debt ceiling. Neither of those two options has a sufficient amount of votes. And with trillions of dollars separating them, they have 3 weeks to figure it out. They're going to have to negotiate time first.
And the markets are watching. Scott MacFarlane, just outside of Washington. Thanks so much, Scott.